Don't forget to like and sub if you enjoyed this video. Hi guys, Silla here. So, the rumors of King Goder's 6th Ranger are rampant. To celebrate him coming soon to the team, let's talk about the first 6th Ranger released in the modern toy line, Change Hero Series Twokaiser. Change Hero Series is the main action figure toy line for the Super Sentai series that debuted with the Zenkaigers. Its main gimmick focuses on characters transforming between their different forms. Twokaiser Oren form and Shingen form set was the sole release of Wave 2 in April of 2021. Twokaiser is title taken by Zox Gold Tweaker, a member of the World Pirates, a family of swashbucklers traveling between dimensions to collect their greatest treasures. Zox is a flashy, selfish, materialistic, and ready to do everything to get his hands on something valuable. He loves singing, dancing, and turning his adventures into a flashy stage show. He may seem like a bad guy, but Zox has a sense of pirate honor, and the thing he cares the most about is his family. Flint, the genius sister inventor, building and fixing all of Zox's equipment, and his two younger brothers, Ricky and Katana, who got cursed by the powers of Esdatopia into these little chibi forms. The figure of Zox stands at around 12 cm tall and is molded in this weirdly Bandai America-like brownish gold. And before we get into the rest of this review, I want to mention the awful paint job quality of this toy. Some of the pieces are painted only halfway, details that should be red are this weird grapish purple, and the paint loves to just scrape off. I tried to paint up the chest piece a bit, but the scruffing is abysmal. One day it will need a full repaint. A lot of this situation reminds me of that Ginga figure I reviewed earlier, but that one was taller, had a more shiny paint, and the details weren't so flat. But at least Ginga didn't have any accessories, while Zox comes with his gear Dalinga that can slide into his hand with this freaking little pod. The issue is, the pod is on the underside of the handle. I know it's rather impossible to fit the toy's hand in between the blade, but it looks so ugly. Like this is how it would look if you were holding the full-size toy. Talking about elbows. In articulation, the head can move up and down and rotate 360 in theory. Sadly, the chin gets stopped by the collar. Shoulders can move out alongside the shoulder pylons and in, forward and back, bend and rotate in the elbow and rotate in the wrist. The wrist is mounted on kind of like a ball jointy peg. Zox has a 360 rotation in the waist, legs are mounted on a ball joint, legs are hinged and can move forward and back, feet are ball jointed with a cut for an ankle tilt. Okay, the articulation for an action figure is fine, but really this simplified style really bugs me. Like really, I think simplified figures simply work better with Ultraman, since their suits are more streamlined material, while Zox's suit had so many layers. The coat, the collar, the flap, the back, they were all separate layers. Having it all smoothed out makes it look really unnatural, especially since the details are still there. Like look, the flaps of his coat look so weird on his rounded butt. But as much as I'm bashing on the details, there is a reason for them. The transformation. With the power of the special Zenkai gears, he can assume special forms. Let's start off with the hot-blooded superpower, Oren form. Oren form manifests the power of all rangers to power up Zox's melee abilities. letting him power up his hand-to-hand combat with aura energy. And man, I can see where all the paint budget went. Just don't look under the flaps. The collar piece is painted in blue and silver, while the waistcloth is silver with orange symbols on the front as a sticker. Since the waist piece is mounted on ball joints, you can still move the legs outwards and forwards, but not everything. We still need to check out the cool samurai form, Shinken form. Shinken form manifests the powers of Zenkaiger. It gives Zox the ability of a masterful swordsman, letting him easily use the sword mode of Gyurdalinga that can now be set ablaze. And here's where all the plastic budget went, since it's mostly red, only with some gold used for the Zenkaiger symbol. Personally, I feel this mode looks much better. The added bulk simply beats the issue of Zox looking way too slim. As an accessory, this form has the Gyurdalinga in sword mode. It feels a bit too short for a proper sword, but at least the handle looks better, since without the blade forming the grip, it looks more proportionate. Of course, the underside of the flaps and the chest is unpainted here too. Let's get Zox back to his standard form for my final thoughts. So in my opinion, this toy kinda sucks. The plastic is ugly, the paint chips easily. Mine had a massive chip on the crotch and the shoulders of orange form and the chest piece and the calves. Ugh. The accessories are bad and they are missing lots of details. The only thing it does well is the transformation itself. But if you want a toy that does that, you have the Yudo model kits. Just compare the details on them. They even did the Super Twokaiser form. If you ever want any of the Change Hero toys, you should get one of the Kikanoids. They look much more fun and their gimmick isn't handled by a massive hole in the budget. And I really hope that the current Sentai toys are much better. True, they now dropped the transformation gimmicks, but I hope that budget went into making the toys more sturdy. Thank you for watching, don't forget to like, sub, check out all my reviews, and finally, bye!